Hello, my name is Fredrik Kraman. Over the last few centuries, we have espoused science and reason as a way to discipline the mind and to master the world. Now, I am a child of that enlightenment, born into atheism, but committed to truth. For me, as for many others, I was awakened to an alternative path by Jordan Peterson and Jonathan Pageau and the community around them, to reintegrate faith into that world of reason. In the years since these men and this community emerged, religion has surged back up. And I think you can observe two broad kinds of people. The first are those who are politically engaged and who see the absurdity of where secularism and atheism has led us. They see the emptiness of the Enlightenment worldview and the insanity that inevitably comes to fill that void. The second are those who have gone back to church and espoused religion and usually Christianity here in the West. Now, Jordan has been disparaged because of his lack of proclaiming his belief in the existence of God, or joining or committing to any particular church, or as he says it, joining a specific club. But in reality, he's just part of a third group of people who aren't quite as loud. These people still are committed to science and reason and hold the standards of truth just as lofty as the Enlightenment admirably did. And these people have not quite yet seen the tensions between reason and religion go away, but are not closed to those developments, but rather endure patiently in the uncertainty of waiting for those answers to emerge. I am also in this third group. My goal is to reconcile reason and religion completely. I have put my faith in the truth that if I seek, I shall find, and if I knock on the door, then it shall open, and if I ask all the questions all the way to the end, then they will be answered. And so I have followed my calling and pursued what is most meaningful to me all the way to the end in order to make sense of this world filled with both religious experience and scientific experiments. And in my pursuit of truth, I have come a long way already. I have gone through studies in art and in philosophy. I've read the Bible. I've listened to various thinkers trying to collate the different ideas in the world and make sense of it. And in January of this year, it all came together into a divine revelation about the nature of things. And I know that they're true because they fulfill the spiritual traditions in the world rather than contradict them. And so it is the purpose of this channel and the Substack blog that it accompanies to share my journey with you as I'm opening up to truth and to faith, as my slogan is. And to reveal the answers that I have come upon in this journey and to have the conversations that lead us onward. For remember this, that if God is truly loving and merciful, then there should be no intellectual obstacles between you and me and God, but rather only faith and the openness of the heart to God and to repentance should ever stand in the way to salvation. And so we can be sure that before the end of history comes, if there is such a thing at all, that religion and reason will be entirely reconciled, and as Jesus said, I will show you the Father plainly. And that is my goal. Amen.